My research is working on the previous model that was developed by Dr. Nizal from Georgia Tech, the inventory model that consider transportation costs and holding costs, and especially the emission costs. The goal of my research is to develop a new inventory model that will minimize the transportation costs, the holding costs, and also the carbon emission, but it will especially focus on the perishability of the cold item. Yeah, so I spend the major of time trying to review the literature about the perishable items and also expiration timeline of the product, such as how time and temperature will affect the food during the staging, which means that when the truck unload the product and move it into the warehouse. I also did a study about America, which is a company that provide a warehouse for the cold item to be stored. After observing the facility, we identified the problem is that the product will lose a lot of value during staging, so we would like to build a new optimization model that minimizes the lost value. Finally, computational experiments were run to test the effectiveness of the model, and the experiments would utilize the previous data from the previous model and use Excel to process new data. Extra sensitivity analysis were conducted to examine how sensitive the solution is to changes of other variables. Graph on the left shows the previous inventory model that doesn't include the perishability of the product, and the graph on the right includes it. As you can see, order quantity decreases in the new model that considers perishability, and the new shape looks smoother. The new inventory model from my research suggests a more realistic optimal quantity order. There are possible future research for this inventory model also, such as finding a new method to calculate the optimal quantity, and also generating a mathematical formula to calculate the rate of unloading and rate of moving the product from the truck to the warehouse. Undergrad research helped me to identify my goal in the future that I would like to consider doing research, and I really appreciate the guidance of Dr. Nizal during my research.